That ain't trash. 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 Almost bust my ass. Almost bust my What's left to do in here is that one little corner. Open zones. Dylan, the line. My bad. I be saying it wrong. I'm Southern. What can I say? Got that one little square to hit. And what I'm going to do to hit it, in fact, that ain't going to work. Let me get a quick measurement. It's crazy. You wouldn't believe it. I flooded this bathroom 3-4 times since I've been renovating it. All good? That's what's up. I'm glad. Thank you. Your forgiveness means a lot to me. Let me adjust this chat setting filter thingamabobble so I can see everybody. Jesse, how doth thou fare upon this morn, my liege? I only knew half the words I used just then. About 50%. That's a good number. Really? I'm thinking it's morning, and I've been watching my friends on YouTube, and time has been passing by. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. I'm almost there, y'all. What I'm trying to do is get my chat up on this thing, but my signal's not doing great. We're almost there. One can hope. Woo. First thing we'll do is go get us a tape measure. Where might be the last place I had one. I also wouldn't hate a pair of gloves. Check outside the truck right quick. Trying to be in a good mood today because I caught fish in my backyard yesterday. I feel like a real like one of them homesteaders. Like I feed my family from the pond in my backyard. I get my food from the river. Get my food from the river. Bayfield said, I bet if you start looking for a square and a hammer, you'll find 5 tape measures. That is exactly how that happens. But I found it. And some gloves. I do enjoy the woodworking, the carpentry, the drywall, but I do hate crap on my hands. It's a weird ass thing to have. It's weird. That's weird. I don't like stuff on my hands. Yeah, I've been an artist my whole life. Finger painting is my least desirable. Okay, we'll get that little thing by getting the tape on it. Let's call that 6.5 inches. Most of y'all could have guessed that by looking at it, right? I know. 14.5. So 14.5 by 6.5. Got a knife right here. How wide is that piece? 5.5. What unluckery. What half hour? Wrong thickness. How about you, child? 17. Curious. You seem proper thickness. Let me confirm this thickness. I've got 2 thicknesses of drywall in here. I got 3/8 on this wall and that wall, and I got half on the ceiling. So let me go get, I need a 3/8 piece is what I need. I was dead wrong about what I said. Oh, that's a 3/8 piece. Mama. All right. So that's 3/8. What did we say? 14? Did we say 14? I think we said 14. Remember, guess twice, cut however many times it takes to get to the right. Then eventually you just put it up against it and then go by that. I don't know what's biting me or why I'm itching right here, but I got to deal with it. Oh. The back scratchers in the shop over there. Oh my God. Becky, look at his cut. All right. That was almost did right already. So what we're going to do is a little shaving. This is going to pull off whatever little rough extras we got there. And that might be enough to make up our difference without having to actually cut this drywall. Thinner cuts are tougher to make on drywall. It's easier just to rasp them down if you can. Poor man rasp. Let's see if it fits now. West does it awesome. This dude got a dry fit out the drywall, son. A dry fit, pressure fit in the drywall, B. All right, let's go. Still stud back there, but they will be. Ugh! I've got anything to do with it, said Billy Bob Thornton. Let's see what this puppy's got on it. We can get that door header in. Hell, we might have a chance to save the world here. I wish I had Billy Bob Thornton's accent. 31 and a quarter. And we're going to kill the line on that. Oh, I smashed the subscribe button already and ran into a Depression Talks live earlier. Yeah. Guess twice as many times as you want and still feels. Just blame the electricians. Damn, the electricians ruin it all for all of us. Summon the rasp button. Hit the rasp. All right, let's see. What do we... Jeez. I'm such a goofball. I forgot my measurement that quick. We're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. 31 and a quarter. I knew it. Somebody would have said, hey, man, stop all that talking on the phone business at work, dude. And I'd be like, this is passive income, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm working twice as hard as you on this phone. That's what you do when your boss tells you to get off your phone. You say, hey, man, I don't interfere with your business. Don't interfere with mine. All right. This is a recycled 2x4 from that very room. We tore it down and built a new wall for it. And I thought I came in here with a hammer. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna knock these old nails out of it real quick. Best to do that with a waffle head. Grips the nail heads on the way out. Flip your board. Now, this is a drywall hatchet. Not great for pulling out nails, but it does have that little tooth right there, that little notch out. And if you do it just right, then you can, in just 14 easy steps, you can realize you should always have two hammers. Let me pop that joint out. Something appropriate, gosh dang it. And we said 31 and a quarter for our door opening. Now, before anybody gets ahead of me, this is not technically a header, but it's technically a header because there's nothing else to call it. The header is what's going to support any of the weight over an opening that you might have. And it's usually a pair of boards, depending on the width of the beam that you need or the opening that there is and the structure above it. Sometimes a 2x6, 2x8, sometimes 2x12s even. I knew I was going to lose that measurement. I made a mark on there with a nail, and maybe I could have used a pencil. If I was already set up over here, I wouldn't have had this problem. But anyways, we're going to make this mark here at 31 and a quarter. And we're already at our station. Problem is, we got stuff all, as they say, it's a legal term, we got stuff all up in the way. So, I'm moving too fast. Didn't think I'd have to clean out anything beyond our cut, but that deck is not going to allow us to just mess around here. What do I smell? Maybe this is wood. Get that piece out too. That nail out. With the power of Grayskull, I have a piece of cake. All right, back to the sun. We were about right there. Not to worry. I believe my apparatus has noise protection. You should be perfectly safe as I begin this cut. Let's go around and see if we can find some nails right here. This will be fine. Might as well use that drywall hatchet. There may be another hammer in there. But it's the waffles. What is that? Make sure my house ain't on fire. I'm smelling this wood again. Hey, Roberto, ¿cómo estás, amigo? ¿Cómo estás, Roberto? Now, here, you know what, you guys? What if, let me just use this as a little stand. Let me grab you up. You can see what I'm doing from the side that I'm doing it on. Where am I from? I am from North Carolina. I'm in Georgia. But here's what I'm doing now. Oh, let me turn it so y'all can see. I'm putting a little fake header up there. I've already got a real header up there. It's pretty bulky. It's pretty solid. But I need something to hold this drywall along this joint and to put my frame into when I put my door up. So I'm going to put some toenails into this wood right here. I'm going to toenail it in a couple of ways. I don't have my frame and nailer in here. We're going to do it old school with the hammer because the frame and nailer, all that stuff is at the deck job. So I'm going to toenail in this corner. So I come just outside the other side. Like just barely. I'm going to put my finger there to feel it. There it is right there. Then I'm going to do the same thing to the other side, on the same side. Now this is more of a nailer. Oops. Guess I can't endure this suspender company. It's light duties right here, these bad boys. All right, so I've done the same thing on the other side. That's what we call toenailing the board. You put that right there. Now, I'm doing that for two reasons. One, I've already got the drywall up there, right? And I don't want to beat on it any more than I have to. I know what that sounds like. Chill out. But I don't want to beat on it any more than I have to because I don't want to loosen that drywall. That's a bad nail. And I don't want to weaken that joint. So I'm also going to toenail the face of that board. so that I don't have to worry about it shifting. I'm gonna have to do this again on the other side, but for now, we're gonna use this recycled wood because it's here, and that's all we need to get our drywall up. That's all we need to get this last piece called finished. I'm gonna bring my bench over so that I can feel tall, and I'm just gonna gently tap that into where we want it to be. Now, because we've cut it tight and we got those toenails sticking out, it's helping us grip the wood so that we don't have to hold it in place with our hand as much. It's like having little teeth. All right, so now we are in place. Just got to go up a little bit. This would be very similar to if we were putting the header up. It'd just be wider wood. You can see it above. Same thing. So now, get the head of that nail, and now I'm in place. Official. So now we're going to have to hold nails. Just the crap out of that one. That one dead on. So now we'll put a couple screws in that. Why is my wrist itching? Did something bite me? Ah, curse. All right, so yeah, we'll grab a couple of drywall screws. We'll fasten that piece of drywall in, and that will be the end of that monkey. We'll mix up a little bit of mud. Let me look around the floor, see if I got any scraps already laying around here I can use before I open that box up again. Save me some cleaning up. I'm not going to need many. Let's say 4 or 5 screws. 4 or 5 housewives outside, mouth wide. Warm a day up on the south side. Yeah. You can walk and do what I'm doing. You can walk and do what I'm doing. And also look at my crutch. Do-do-do-do. This crutch. You can help me do what I'm doing. Learn a lesson or two. Visit my crutch. His crutch. You're under his crutch. His face. Okay. Let's stop for somebody take me serious. I do not have anything to screw to over there, and thus botched opportunity. Get it back out. Remember, don't need any unsunken screws or overly sunken screws. Sit right there. Sure, we need it. I hate to repeat it and see it. But if I did it, it needed it. If I poked hole and then bleeded it. Held it down slow and impeded it. Grew my hairline and receded it. Nails and plasterboard is a bad combo, unfortunately, because I can nail a board much faster than screw one. Yeah. UK business. UK business. UK business. Okay, let's make us some mud. We already had some method for you to watch me work. Might as well reuse it. Oh, apologies for all the jumbling around. I know y'all don't like that too much, but it's the way of the world. Sometimes we get some stuff we didn't like. The way of the world. Sometimes we don't even have a mic. Flip this around. I know this is gonna drive you crazy. You do this for a living, you're gonna hate me for this. And I'm gonna love you through it. You'll say, but Wes, if you only take the time, if you only just took a little more time in the day, clean the tools while you're working with them, you wouldn't have to do this nonsense. And to that I say, yeah, I'd have just been doing it then. You know, instead of now. And I can relax and do it. Got no kids to pick up from school right now. My actual clients aren't expecting me on the weekends. So, except that I'm just a part-time lover. Part-time lover will make you feel alright. Yeah. So, I'm just cleaning out my mud pan, and then we're going to use that 20-minute mud. And that 20-minute mud, well, it's just powder right now. But in a second, it'll be mud. And that should dry fast enough if you're using the proper techniques and papers. You should be able to get a couple coats on that. We just get a big old fat coat on it. Let it take its time and dry because we're done with everything else except for that one skin on the ceiling. We can make our lives wondrous. Maybe. But man, these walls look pretty smooth for not being sanded. Give myself a little bit of this dirty water so I can mix my mud in it. Hope it didn't turn into a brick. So I'm on the block, right? And I'm here with my mans and them, and they like, yo, you need to cook that joint up. And I'm like, yo, I'm going to cook it up, babe. But you all got to chill, you know what I'm saying? They got to serve these people up. Then those people, right, in the corner, my man's just like, yo, get down, B. We get down, right? Expecting that maybe they going to pop off the steal, right? So I get back in the car. I duck down. I get ready for the joint. And then they come by and they're like, yo, my man,
And I'm like, yo, what's up? And they like, you do drywall? And I'm like, what's it to you, B? And they're like, I might have a little job for you. And I'm like, oh, word, you might have a little job for me. Let me tell you something, B. I'm mad busy, Sean. He was like, word, you mad busy? And I'm like, yeah, I'm pouring lines every day. You know how many grams of drywall mud I mix up on a day-to-day basis? And you got a little job for me? Let me tell you something, Holmes. I might not have time for you. How about that? You said a little job for me, huh? Maybe I don't want little jobs, huh? How about that? All right, that was West Desert Theater. We're mixing this mud. We'll try to get it smooth as we can within reason. It is 20-minute mud and has the characteristic of setting up sooner rather than later. I made this batch a little bit thick for a patch, but not too thick because it's gonna thicken up. So I'd rather start a little bit loose and let it work its way up. But I do want to start with my Marshallton. I keep them in the water so it stays smooth. And then you clean them up with the WD-40 because there's nothing the WD don't do. All right, so we're gonna get going with this joint. See if I can position you somewhere where you can see something worth seeing. I'm gonna start right there where we're at in that corner. Up top, it's gonna be a little distance between me and you, but I have faith that you can handle it. I have it in my mind that you are a handler of things. I believe in you. All right, there's my mud on that. Go ahead and pop him up there. Boom. With that tape, we are finito. We got to build this corner from here to here, though. We also got to build this corner along the top. I'm going to hit the top first because we already got that started. So we'll let that build out a little bit because this from here forward, we already got tape. This is what I meant about this mud being a little bit loose for what I planned for it. So I'm gonna put somewhat of a thinner coat on real quick. And as it thickens, I'll come back, put a little bit more over it. But I am gonna work it into the corner favorite corner, of course. That's where the tape is. And understanding that this is a layer made for covering, right? This coat, I'm just trying to cover up that paper right now. Now, I'm going to get some of that paper. I'm going to go over the top of that layer where it stops, all the way back here. And then I'm going to kind of backfill the rest of where I need it to be. I've already got mud on the ceiling, but I'm going to put a little bit more right there. Again, the paper tape has a pre-determined little seam, almost a perforation.
but it allows for you to make a good sharp corner. That's what we're doing. Put it in, tuck it, pull it tight. That'll squeeze out the bulk of the mud that was behind there. Don't panic. All you want to make sure of is that what is behind there is fully adhered. That means mud behind it from edge to the edge. Once we've done that, if I got a little gap in that corner, I'm gonna just tuck some mud in. And we're good to go. Go over this little neglected screw. Get these new screw holes that we made. Ugh. And because we used fiberglass tape right there, we can go ahead and put a real coat on. We don't want that coat to go over the paper tape. It doesn't handle that well. It needs to dry. But we'll be closer to a finished edge when it's time to get to this one, if we've already put that coat on. We'll pull it away a little bit. And we're going to put probably one more light coat on top of that. Take off a couple of things you might see here along the way. And then we're going to hit the top of that seal. And that's literally the last of it that hasn't had all of its coats on it, is that one edge at the top that I just hit going around these next two walls. Lee, what's good? Lee. I'm surprised that you're here, Depression Talks. Hey, I'm in the zone. Appreciate y'all, man. I do. Getting it done. We got to get it done someday. I got to get it done. Nobody else is doing this. American Gangster Drywall Edition. Oh, snap. Let me tell you something. It's a brand name. I got to back that. It's a product. Like Coca-Cola. We'll just keep pushing this mud down the corner. And again, our first goal here is to get it up here. Run into stuff like that. Anything left over from the other corner, chip it off. It's fine. Still got sanding and all that other stuff to do. Just get that stuff off so the drywall mud part can go smooth. Remember, never stand on your client's toilet. I don't know plumbing. There's a problem. Oh my God. What are you going to do? That's from my upcoming book entitled Do What I Say, Not What I Do. So now I'm pulling off my excess. I'm leaving as much in that corner as possible. Seems counterintuitive. You put mud on, you'll take mud off. It is the way of it. In fact, there is no other way. There is no other way. Just then I did put a little bit more on. I didn't get it. With that edge clean, fill her up on the back side. I really got to think about what I'm going to say before I actually let it fall out of my mouth sometimes. What fun would that be? Wouldn't be reality TV then, would it? I want to know how Wes does it all this work and keeps a clean white top. I'd have it everywhere but the wall. Well,
That's how you can tell how lazy I am. And like, if this sorry sack of suds was actually doing something. The truth is, Wes is OCD dominant. So that takes precedent over most things. It actually helps me stay cleaner because I panic a little bit. Not severely, but a little bit when I get too messy. I don't like stuff on my hands. This is bothering me, believe it or not. But I'm getting up there. But that's exactly though why I wear a white t-shirt. I started doing this in my business years ago. Because there's not a whole bunch of personality in it. Can't look at my clothes and decide who I am other than I'm clean, which is a good first impression. After I'm doing some work, all bets are off. I certainly I don't go upstairs and sit on any furniture. I have an excessive amount of pajamas and sweats in my house just so that I can take off work clothes and put on something easy. Sorry if I lose y'all while putting my rear to you. Truly mean no offense. But this is my potential last course of mud. I really typically don't rely on that. I usually expect to do another little touch-up sort of milk coat. Which I am going to do right now on the rest of the ceiling right now. Because it'd be better. It would be better that way. I'm just going to hit that one seam up there. If you can see it. Yeah, come on. Get my bench off. I'm doing some of this off field, some of this off site. I do, part of it is that you just kind of blind yourself a little bit with these lights. I'm looking up at them while you're working. But fortunately, I started this ceiling without the lights on, so this really is just a very light skim. Just to save myself as much sanding as possible. which also invites a smoother finish. Sort of filling in whatever little pits. Because when you do get to sand them, if you haven't done this, sand out. Look like little streaks. And you'll have to sand everything else lower than that streak. And chances you burning through get higher the more you have to sand. So it's favorable. You see now, this over here is dried up some. We'll slide a little mud over that too. Then I'm going to switch back to a smaller trowel. Here's a 6-inch on this one. Put that right there on the wall just so I can pull it off and use it and make it do my bidding. All right. All right, I got a little spot over here. Margin for over here, just to catch up against these outlets. Outlets always get a little squirrely. It's hard to get them just dead right. I don't know who decided that in America the joints of the drywall should line up with these. It makes no sense. Scraping the bottom of the barrel right now. I could say we're done with the drywall in here. Thank you. Someday it's okay. You can use my name. What happened? Depression Annuals looks good. Yeah, he does. Well, believe it or not, I once worked in a garage and they had every mechanic wear yellow overalls. Needless to say, we would look dirty. Yeah, I get that. Got this mud done. Everything else over here is, of course, going to get covered up by the tile when it hits the ceiling. No need to put any there. But on all the rest of it, we're taped and we're mudded, the ceiling and the floor. And then the most we're going to have to do is maybe touch up that we just did. One more light coat and then sand this puppy out. And it'll be ready for paint. If I wanted to paint it, I might prime it just to be able to see all the imperfections and touch up anything ahead of time. And then we might buy some tile today.
Don't know. Probably better to get the tile done before I get into drywall finishing, paint, stuff like that. I need a door. So I got to figure out a door. I might build one, I might not. And I got to figure out a vanity. I'm definitely going to build one. You got any ideas? Let me know. My lovely wife just texted me. Says she's not going to be home until 4. And that drywall mud has to dry. That was the plan for the bathroom today. Is to get that drywall mud finished. That last little piece up. And then we got pretty much all of it done. Except for the sanding. But we can't do that today while the mud's drying. So what we do have is a creek in the backyard. And I found personally the fishing in that creek yesterday was pretty amazing for me. I caught 2 fish. Just 2 fish, but in my backyard in an hour. I think it's time to wet a line. I think Jesse is right there with me. I think me and you are seeing ojo de ojo. So let me do this. Strap on my rig here. Just put this over my head like that. Put this joint right here like that. Don't ask me what I originally bought this for. I feel like folks are making some decisions right now in that chat about whether or not they're going to put up with this nonsense. I'm sorry it's come to this. I really am. But I'm gonna have to put you on my chest. Sorry. Don't want to be too forward here. But how you doing? Tighten this up. Tighten that up. Oof. That's not bad. Ugh, it's crazy looking at me though. That's better. Oh wait, oh! America, America, this is you. Okay. Where's my bag? Oh. There's my bag. Throw that some gun on my shoulder. Y'all aren't gonna believe it. I got fishing gloves too. Somebody jamming up there. I gotta fix that, man. Did not do a great job on that one. Ugh. First, let's see. One, if there's any worms alive in there. Oh, heck yeah.
All right. Now, before we go down, let's see what we can do. Who we want to fish with? They were robbing us yesterday. The smallest jig heads we can muster. I'm gonna get one of these, fade it up right here. Close that. Ooh. I can use that. True old man style that was. All right, so we want to start a little feeding frenzy down there. Kind of want to put 2 of these on, but I also know that I'm going to get hung up down there. It's the nature of all those fallen trees. But still want to minimize my hangups. Because all we got down there is, so far, is little brim. I wouldn't imagine anything big is down there. Could be. I'm not anticipating it. Thus the little hook. But if we get motivated to, we might at some point try some big worms on the bottom. That'll be good. So I got 3 more of those. I got 3 chances to get hung up. What I am going to have to start to do is figure out my situation with that boat. I gotta get my boat on the water soon. This obviously is not boat-worthy water, but there is some nearby. Hold on. Before we go down there and get mad about nothing, go ahead and make sure this line is all good. My whole finger just came out of this glove. That was embarrassing. Might come in handy later, though. You know what I'm saying? All right. Hold on, you guys. I gotta call my wife. Make sure she's fine. Hey, I'm doing a live stream. You need something? All right. Hot tub OnlyFans Rob. I bet you I can find some grubs in these fallen trees. I think I might start over there today. Okay. All right. See if I can put some stuff in my pockets. All right. I don't know how far we can cast this little thing. We're going to try it. Nowhere. What it does when it gets near that stuff over there. I think there could be on the bottom right there. I think moving in the water is not necessarily a problem. Could be some little catfish. I like to get close to the bank sometimes. Got a little shadow. Gotta hit some good spots that we can find, actually. Oh man, I do not want bees on me. That was terrible. Terrible. Thing is, I got some branches behind me, so I can't draw back and fling it. Oh, that's good. I've got it. Oh, something's got it. Hit it. Let me hit that one straight away. Probably going with that one. Nope. You get it. Hitting it. It's just not. committing to it. I think I got me a little hot spot right there, though. Oh, I got it. Oh, he let go. Let it just float over there. But it gets back in that zone again. There you go. Oh man, let's go every time. Damn it. Let it pull it for a minute. Get it this time and let it hook itself. That sucks. It might have made off with my worm that time though. A lot of bugs out here today. So that means something to eat. It's still on there. Let's present them a little bit better. I'm picking this little dude apart. That was ridiculous. Stupid branch. I need to cut it off. Wasn't too bad. I was nibbling at it. Whatever it is, I'm just let it eat on it until it's gone. Eat it till you choke. It's still nibbling. I want to bring back a fish, not a half worm. Until if there's a current of fish. When it's the current. Got him. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a pretty little bluegill. That is a fat boy. That's a pretty fish right there. Stop it. Don't hurt yourself. That. Awesome. In my backyard, caught a fish, caught a fish, caught a fish. In my backyard, caught a fish, caught a fish. Do-do-dum-dum-dum. The four of you that stuck around, was it worth it? I don't know. Caught a fish though. You know, sometimes you snatch one out of a hole like that. They get a little skittish in that hole. And you might have to present something new. Or maybe just wait. We're just down here fishing with what we call red wigglers. Little worms. Do just what I said. Let's see. See if anything is happening over there. So far, no. Get a little closer to the log. Something biting. Something nibbling at us. See if it takes it. Only peck that at once. Brim can be skittish. I'll hit it. It's pecking at it. I gotta take it though. Got him. Oh, he got off. Oh, that was crazy. Got off. Got my worm too. At least we saw him. A decent sized fish, no monsters in here. Doing some micro fishing. West does it. The woodworker, or your contractor, or your DIY person. It's good to have a hobby. Extra good to have something you can do with your hands that you can find some value in. And relaxation. Let's see if we're getting more action right here. Always better a little bit closer to whatever the cover is. My wife will be home in about 15 minutes or so. I'll probably take off at that point. I'll try to catch us some fish though first. There goes something, you notice. I don't know if it got it or not. A big chunk of it off. Let's see if that chunk is still appetizing. Anything? I'm gonna just hit it. If I hit it again, yep. If you take it though, big boy. Take it. Oh wait, that didn't sound. Oh, it's going under that log and I can't see it. I might have to wait till it pull away. Might have to go fish this one by the field. Let it float underneath that log. Then coming out the other side. Going back in. Oh, they got stripped. That's a good sign though. It means they're eating. They're eating some of mine. We have another one of these red wigglers. Give thanks, being healthy and happy, and even capable of this luxury nonsense that I'm doing. Throwing good food back in the water. You know what I'm saying? Certain spaces. Is this something taking me away or is it just floating? Let's see. Ah, didn't get it. I missed my chance. You know, oh, I got him. Oh, I got him. It's another brim. Another little brim merino. Little brimowski. Get that out your mouth. Mm-hmm. Little pumpkin seed. These are beautiful fish. Number 3. 2 of them. And 1 worm. Right back in that hole. So let it float down through there. There goes something, something, something. Gotta time it. Oh, did he get away? Get away with that worm. See, he didn't. We'll know in a second. Into the same spot. Will he strike again? Will I be quick enough? Touching it, touching it. Maybe shape. I don't want to be, insensitive. Got that word. Yeah, that worm's gone. We're pulling some fish out of this water, though. I mean, who's mad at that? Whoa, 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 fella. Not lose my phone. That would be crazy. It would be quite a hardship. I don't want to be there. I want to float from there. Put out some line. Give that worm some opportunity to meet and greet. Back in the flow a little bit. There we go. Hit it. They tore that worm off and took off. Hopefully there's some more left on it. Someone else will be excited to have. Got made off again. There's something like that though. It's pretty much hooked. But it's not the best presentation. Ain't nothing gonna bite that. Not nothing has been watching those worms drift down in the water. I have to be mindful that below me on this log are just the right conditions for any kind of little nest of any kind of flying stingy things. Gotta be mindful of those potentialities. There was something trying to take off with it. Got it. Well, in my backyard, my friends. Well, little guy. But a fish that we caught. Oh, I didn't mean to bounce him off the log, though. My bad, bro. Man, I'm racking up. I'm racking up on this micro fishing. I'm catching these little boogers. These little greedy boogers. And I am thrilled about it. I am thrilled about it. Look at that cast. They're on it already. Something is on it already. You see. Hopefully I rescued my worm. We'll go under there. Unless there's no worm on that hook. Give it a 5 count, 4 count, 3 count, 2, and let's bring it back. Yeah, I got stripped. Stripped like Terrence Crawford. Stripped like Tank Davis's girlfriend. See what's happening down there. Every time I get stripped, there's a fish getting more confidence. The fish is down there like, yo, I'm getting free snacks down here all day. Just worms from the sky, my friend. What they're thinking. Worms from the sky. Let me eat one of them. And they do. Then the yoinkomaniac got him. Boy, he's an active little dude. Oh, we got some weight on him. What a pretty fish. What a pretty fish. Let me bring you up a little higher. Chill out, little bro. Nobody gonna eat you, cook. That's a W. Snatching them out. Snatching them out. I might have to start up a fishing channel. Jeez. Get some fish content. just keep hitting that thing. Something is on it right now. As soon as I hit it again, I'm gonna give him a little tug. Missed him. Floating right back over there. Oh, I missed it. Got him. Got him. What is that? Is that a little bass? Oh no, that's one of these little weirdos. I don't even know what these are. Chubs, little creek chub. Tell you what he is. It's caught fish in the backyard eating my worms. I legit caught 5 or 6 fish in pretty good time, yo. Got him. Got him. Oh, sorry, little brim. Bruh, I'm out here pulling them out the water, son. I'm out here pulling them out the water, son. Tell you what. I was DJ Khaled. Another one. We the best. This fish is gone already. He jumped on it the second I hit the water. Took off though. Did I get something else interested? Something else is interested. Trying to get it. Didn't get it. I'm gonna wait that out a little bit. I did not wait that out. I impatiently snatched away. We can't have much worm left on here though. Maybe little buggers mucking about. Pull them back. Put some bait on. Man, when I tell you, if we were on the lake, this would already be a good day of fishing. Like we what, 6 fish in? Something like that? In what, an hour? Hour and a half, maybe? This is a good ratio. I'm not gonna let them just pick us apart. I'm gonna fight back. Something's gonna have to commit to us. We need something real. That can't have no worm on it. I know it. Went over there with no strikes. It got yoinked. Cool thing is, Grim will just come out and mindlessly hit stuff. And that's awesome if one's big enough to do that with the right worm. And you end up with the right fish. That shit bounced off everything before it went in the water. Here's something to be curious about it from there. Fresh worm. There you go. There we go. There we go. Oh, snatched that worm right away from it. I don't know. Oh, he came. He dropped it too. He dropped it too. I'm gonna have to commit. Something gonna have to come swallow that thing. And took off with it twice. That number 3. Maybe. Oh, he let go too. Oh, that motherfucker let go. That was a decent sized fish too, I think. Looked like. Keep grabbing it by the tail. It's gonna get angry in a minute and just chomp it. Watch. The worm's dead. I'm gonna have to find that fish that's already interested in it. I ain't gonna wiggle around and make a decent still presentation. Oh, we got robbed. We didn't have no worm on there. Okay. One for you, fish. Respect. And just keep biting on it, bro. You're gonna have to eat. Let him eat it this time. You're gonna have to travel a little bit. Gonna strip me though. Yep. Throw this little piece in though. It's a high percentage chance I'm gonna hit that it's gonna get hooked. If something's interested in it. I'm just messing with it. Oh no, I'm hung up. That's a good sign. Maybe I'll call it. It's a good time. Thanks to y'all who hung out with me. It's an adventure. 2 days fishing in my yard. Pretty amazing. I mean, I can't read jack till I get in the sun or get out of the sun, get in the shade. But it's just put me in the mood for big bass fishing on the creek. On the big creek in the boat. Put this down. Down. You can look at my chat. I know you guys don't watch my channel fishing, but thanks, Rob. I mean, you know, it's fishing. You're not going to be pulling them out of the water every 5 minutes, but you can get 6 in an hour and a half. Technically, that's a good day for me anyway. I had fun. Had fun. So, fish in a barrel, you know. And it does say that some things are holding up in there. See you later, Pat. Lucky Shamrock says you're a tonic. Who is Love to Paint? Oh, Lucky. Haven't seen you in a bit. How you doing, love to paint? Yes, Pat, I've had lots of catches today for fishing, So micro fishing. So it was a good time. What's my plan tonight? That's a good question. I have been really wanting to get to some use in that bandsaw. Um, checking on this drywall over here. Um, yeah, I'm really pushing hard on getting that bathroom done, but in truth, my followers don't really care about that bathroom. So I'm just doing it, and as I do it, I'm just going to turn the camera on it and run my mouth like I be doing. But that is the newest thing, and this is what I hope to be making some pendants, some earrings, some things like that on soon. Bayfield, what up? You had a nap? That's awesome. I went fishing in my backyard, bro. Just went fishing in my backyard. And I caught like 6 brim. Speaking of saws, I ordered a miter saw and it never arrived. So now I'm waiting on a refund. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. That sucks. No money and no tool. Love scroll saws. This is my first. Weirdly, I would do a giveaway if somebody was close enough to get the other one. The guy had 2. He sold me both of them. I showed up. I was wanting to buy one. He was like, I'll give you both of them. I was like, right on. So, old tools, y'all. That's the way. Oh, your saw was damaged in transit. How would they know that? Did you get it and it was broken? Or did they just phone you and say, hey, broke? You can cut some tight lines with them. Yeah, I know. Echo Woodcrafts does some really top-notch earrings and stuff like that, and kind of looking forward to getting into it. Also, the Wu-Tang stuff I'll be doing, the MF Doom stuff I'll be doing, all these necklaces I'll be making. You know what I'm saying? Scroll saw would be fantastic for some of that. Would be absolutely fantastic. I gotta go get all of that stuff going today. All of it, giveaway stuff, all of it is going to their new owners today. Oh, the seller found out. I gotcha. Well, really hope you get your saw soon, buddy. Oh, I wish my president wasn't so hard to get along with. Amazing work, bro. Thank you. What kind of saw did you get, Rob? Listen, overhead work, when you're not doing it every day, man, it makes me sore and tight right across my clavicle. Blessings and blessings, Macy. How you doing? Oh boy, I feel like I could use a nap now. Things on the list to do in this bathroom next are pick and buy tile. I'll probably start installing the same day once I make up my mind. Sand this drywall finished. Prime it. I've got that's a 2-gang box for another switch. It's going to go to the vanity light that's here. And I'm still trying to decide if I want to use a mirror and then put the lights over it, or if I want to just do the mirror with the lights in it. I don't know. If I can't decide, I'll make that a USB port right there and hardwire one of them kind of lights. But I don't know. I got a big mirror upstairs. I might use it here. Don't know. Don't know. Too blessed to be stressed. I hear that. I hear that. Oh, McAllister. Yeah. Nothing wrong with budget tools, Rob. Nothing wrong with budget tools, especially in the workshop. Especially in the workshop, because in a workshop, it doesn't get the kind of abuse it gets on a job site. You'll know that. So the durability and big branding and all that stuff is not nearly as important. And sometimes it doesn't matter at all. Evolution is inexpensive and incredible. I bought one, but gave it away a while back. Young fella that was wanting to break into the hobby. That's a nice thing to do, man. Rob, if you're going to give us wattage and millimeters, we can't deal with that. We're Americans. You better give us volts and some daggone inches. Can't deal with that nonsense. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Whew, I have been itching to do another wool pendant with some different kinds of options on it. Some cute little things. The Wood-Tang Clan website I'm still working on. Still not live, just a whole thing right now. I'm Canadian, homie, but do know freedom units as well. Doggone it. Doggone it, Bayfield. You made me out a liar. The Doom one was fire. Thank you. I appreciate it. I've always got something on my neck piece. Got a little drywall dust on that one. That's made with joinery. I made that exactly like I make all the rest of my mallets. Oh boy. These guys have the plan. These dudes right here. This is the way. This is the way. This is the way. I come back next life in a hurry. Coming back as a cat. Unbothered cat. I'm gonna have to cop the Doom to match my mask. What, you got a Doom mask? B? All right, make me an offer. I got to get rid of all this stuff. Make me an offer. That's so funny, bro. What did you say that was a Wu-Tang? But my internet at home is Wu-Tang land. Yeah, I am a huge. I'm lightweight obsessed with the Wu-Tang Clan. I like what they come from. I like what they stand for. I like not the projects, man. Everything in house, production in house, writing in house, producing in house, everything. That's me, one man band. Victor Vaughn for life. I hear you. I hear you. Knowing the government aliases and whatnot. Represent. Feel free. West Desert Mail at Gmail, and we can negotiate. What about NWA? Yeah. I'd look at NWA kind of like I looked at Luke, Uncle Luke. Freedom of speech, I'm all for it. I didn't consider the group particularly talented. But you know, I'm just one person. I can't give you a number. You gotta start the negotiations yourself. Because I'm an artist. I think everything's worth $1 million. You ask me, I'm gonna say $1,000. You're gonna have to talk me down from that. So if you start the number, I'll negotiate with you from there. And you don't have to do that here live. Uh, that's what you say. I know, right? But you don't have to start it live here if you don't want. You can definitely West does it mail at gmail.com, and we can chitter chat back and forth, no problem at all. I also have a Discord. Um, yeah, bless. But I'll let you take a closer look at it so you can see. What I did was basically laminate three types of glue together. I mean, types of wood together, and then I carved them from that square and carved out the layers. So it is all hand carved in, and this is my favorite grouping of beads that I've made so far. But it's cherry and it's mahogany and it's I think maybe maple, but maybe not. Is that my shop I'm working out of or what? Yeah, it's my basement shop, my garage shop. It's messy here. You know, Baz, I'm a contractor as well. So that's what I do during the day. I remodel homes. Then I come home and I work on this one. Uh, yeah, this is my basement shop. Um, it was already a shop in terms of how I was building it out a couple years ago when we moved here. But about a year and a half ago, I decided to make it kind of a YouTube working shop. Oh, I appreciate the creation, man. I thank you. I thank you for that, Mason. I'm glad you do. Dope. It's a dope feeling to be appreciated for artistic stuff. I jump around a lot, so what you'll see on this channel is necklaces. You might see you might see me make a few mallets. I really like making mallets, but I get too many of them, and I got to give them away. Or sell them. Well, that's why we're building a website. But yeah, we got all kinds of stuff down here. So thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah. That being said, I think I'm gonna go, y'all. I think I'm gonna lay my back down for a second, let it relax. A mallet for my saddle fixing would be dope. Oh yeah, you fix saddles, so you do leather work. That would be dope. I just started touching on the leather work, so you know what these are. And this is my first set of them. Along with the things that I'm mailing out today. One of them is the first sheath I ever made, for the first knife I ever made. That's going out to my guy, Ruiz, who is cool as a fan. And great subscriber, great friend to the channel. Wes is a very generous person. I live in a world of generosity. My subscribers have been very generous to me. For instance, I got this whole bag of exotic wood from Echo Wood Crafts, everything in here. And I make knives and stuff like that out of them. And I send that stuff off and I just bless people back for the blessings I got. Right? Never in a million years would have found wood that did that, let alone figure out how to infuse it and do all that with it. It's a blessing, man. Get at me, broski. Have a great West. Blessings on blessings. Salute to you, champ. Appreciate you showing up. Appreciate that info. Yeah. I enjoy y'all hanging out with me. I do. I'm feeling so deflated though. I kind of half slept last night. So maybe I'll take a little nap My wife will be home soon. I'll hang out with her for a little bit. And then I'll see y'all tonight. I'm definitely going to be doing something this evening. I'm not sure what that something is going to be. But stay tuned. Come out. Have some fun. If I'm sitting in front of that desk, I can be a lot more chatty. And I also can be completely lost. So either way, come out and find out. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. If y'all get the opportunity, go see Bayfield Custom Woodworking. Good stuff. Go see my guy. I'm gonna make you a moderator since you're hanging out with us. Go see Rob over there at Depression Talks. He's doing some cool projects. He's always got something going. And he'll just continually hammer through it until that thing is done. And it's great to see. All right, Jess. All right, Nick. Appreciate you. Bayfield, Mesa, Messy, Jesse, Rob, Depression Talks, as always. It's great to have you. I'll see y'all later. I'm going to get to a little bit of this flowing, and that's just too boring for me to put you through. West does it. Peace.